Well, guys, we're going to be talking about Mel Gibson here in this video and also Oprah Winfrey. Now, guys, The Sound of Freedom has been out for a bit now, and it's over $100 million at the box office. And we know that there's a lot of people out there that do not want you to see this movie. And I believe that they're actually trying to hide some of the crimes of the elites and other people in Hollywood. You know, a lot of people in Hollywood actually they covered up for Harvey Weinstein for decades. They didn't say anything. Harvey Weinstein is a scumbag. We know what he did. But Mel Gibson, man, Mel Gibson is definitely an outsider when it comes to Hollywood. He actually went out there and promoted Sound of Freedom. I don't believe he has actually anything to actually do with the movie. But he wants people to see this movie, whereas the mainstream media, Rolling Stones, all of them, the mainstream media is saying it's a QAnon conspiracy theory. And we know that's not the case at all. Well, guys, Mel Gibson, man, he's come out now and he's probably exposed Oprah for her alleged crimes. I didn't know this, guys. This was actually pretty shocking to me. When I actually saw this clip we're actually going to be reacting to, I highly suggest, guys, you get your popcorn ready on this thing because this is eye-opening right here. Maybe I was just in the dark. You know, actually, guys, I don't really pay attention to Oprah too much. But Oprah and Mel Gibson are really, really starting to trend out there. So let's not waste any time, guys. Let's go and dive into this. This is concerning right here. Let's play it.
First time I really came over here. You know, I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
You're 7 years old and someone is stroking your...
What? What?
Feels good.
Our future is our children. Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
The latest buzz in Tinseltown is all about Mel Gibson's explosive revelations in the film Sound of Freedom. Brace yourselves as Mel pulls back the curtain on the dark underbelly of Hollywood's elite, exposing their alleged involvement in the scandalous world of illicit human trade. And guess who's caught right in the middle of it? None other than the iconic Oprah Winfrey herself. So what exactly did Mel say?
Our future is our children. Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
In the glitzy world of Hollywood, where controversies and scandals are the talk of the town, it's surprising how one particular movie has managed to fly under the radar. Sound of Freedom, directed by Alejandro Gomez Monteverde, delves deep into the dark underbelly of illegal human trade, revealing the shocking methods employed by the elite to lure innocent victims into their sinister rings. But what's even more intriguing is the lack of buzz, press coverage, and endorsements surrounding this important film.
Why is a film starring a big actor, an established director, and being promoted by Mel Gibson is not being shown in cinemas?
It seems the message of the movie has ruffled some powerful feathers. Why, you ask? Well, in the movie, former action star Mel Gibson takes the lead role in Sound of Freedom, portraying the true story of ex-government agent Tim Ballard, who...
Now, I actually believe they meant Jim Caviezel right there because Jim Caviezel is actually in the movie. Mel Gibson is not in the movie, but Mel Gibson did actually promote the movie. And the movie is out there, man. I believe it's like the highest independent movie that grossing wise and at the box office because it's like $110 million it's made, man. It's crazy.
Who leaves the government to establish Operation Underground Railroad, dedicated to rescuing children from the clutches of illegal human trade rings. The film sheds light on the horrors of this abhorrent industry, aiming to raise awareness and mobilize action against it. However, despite the urgency of the topic, major streaming platforms like Amazon, Netflix, and Hulu shockingly rejected the movie, refusing to give it a platform for worldwide exposure.
Yeah, we had actually talked about that. The makers of the movie, because Disney actually had the rights to it, and Disney said, no, we ain't going to put this movie out. That's why it took so many years, because all these corporations said, no, we don't want this movie to be seen. Yeah.
It's a puzzling move, considering these platforms are often at the forefront of promoting socially conscious content. Could it be that the film's explosive revelations hit a little too close to home for some?
I
Adding
think so.
fuel to the fire, celebrity voices that are typically quick to endorse woke causes have remained eerily silent about Sound of Freedom. It's as if the Hollywood elite have collectively turned a blind eye to a film that exposes their own industry's dirty secrets. The lack of support from these influential figures raises questions about their true commitment to social justice and human rights. But the intrigue doesn't end there. Sound of Freedom was initially in the hands of Disney, which acquired the rights after its merger with 21st Century Fox in 2019.
Yep.
However, the House of Mouse mysteriously shelved the project, leaving many to wonder why. Whispers in the industry suggest a more sinister motive behind the rejection and lack of promotion for Sound of Freedom. Accusations circulate that the likes of Disney, Netflix, and Amazon Prime deliberately avoided obtaining the rights to the film to allegedly prevent the truth about child AB and the illegal trade from reaching global viewers. Could it be an attempt to cover a specific group of industry elites? You see, these so-called industry big shots who wield immense power behind the scenes of Hollywood have always presented themselves as philanthropists with hearts of gold. But what if their true intentions were far more sinister than we could have ever imagined?
Imagine that stuff. That couldn't be the reason for why so-and-so was acting like, could it? And then you find out later on the track that you are exactly on track.
You know what? It's kind of like, the mob. They'll have like legit businesses, maybe it's like a tire shop or something, but it's really a front for something else. Yeah.
One such group of elites is the Good Club. This is the creme de la creme of global elites. According to The Guardian, this exclusive group of billionaire philanthropists holds top secret meetings right in the heart of New York City. Names like Bill Gates, George Soros, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, David Rockefeller, and Ted Turner often grace the guest list. But also, lesser known but equally wealthy figures like Eli and Edith Broad also make appearances, making us wonder what really goes on behind closed doors. Now, one name that sticks out is Oprah Winfrey. We all know her as the billionaire show host and philanthropist with a name larger than life, right? Wrong. Buckle up, because there's a side of Oprah that she'd rather keep hidden, and it's far from admirable.
Yeah, you're about to be shocked. I did not actually know about this.
Is it possible that the Queen of Talk has a darker side that she doesn't want us to see? Well, the highly anticipated film, Sound of Freedom, is set to expose the shocking methods used by the Hollywood elites to trap innocent victims. While the movie doesn't explicitly name Oprah, her alleged connections to notorious figures like Harvey Weinstein cannot be ignored. You see, despite Weinstein's long-standing reputation as a predator, Oprah maintained a close relationship with him. Speculation arose that she may have even encouraged actresses to work with him, leading to accusations of her complicity in the alleged misconduct.
Now, if you guys actually watched Sound of Freedom, remember it was actually the woman that was actually going out there and recruiting, I guess you can say, the little kids. Go to their parents, say, hey, look like you can actually be a model, and then she reels them in. Now, I'm not accusing Oprah of anything, but you guys get the point.
These allegations conflicted with Oprah's public persona as a champion of women's empowerment and a supporter of the hashtag #MeToo movement. Some argued that her association with Weinstein demonstrated a double standard in her treatment of accused individuals. And this is not the worst of it all. One of Oprah's most notorious moves was her decision to feature the self-proclaimed healer and criminal extraordinaire, John of God, on her show. Picture this, a Brazilian healer who claims to possess spiritual powers and uses them to purportedly heal people. Sounds like something out of a Hollywood movie, right? Well, in this case, reality turned out to be even stranger than fiction. John of God, as he came to be known, managed a healing facility in Brazil where vulnerable individuals sought solace and spiritual guidance. Little did they know that the man they were entrusting their well-being to had a dark and sinister side. It wasn't long before the truth about John of God's criminal activities came to light.
Wow, right there. John of God once featured on Oprah surrenders on sexual abuse charges. Yeah.
Reports of SA and AB began to emerge, painting a chilling portrait of a man who shamelessly took advantage of those who sought his help. But what's truly mind-boggling is the role that Oprah played in catapulting John of God into the limelight. By featuring him on her show, she bestowed upon him a stamp of legitimacy, giving him access to a wider audience and inadvertently endorsing his criminal behavior. This eyebrow-raising incident took place back in 2010 during one of Oprah's attention-grabbing segments titled, "Do You Believe in Miracles?" Little did her audience know that the miracle they were about to witness was the rise of a criminal under the guise of a spiritual healer. Anyway, while Oprah did attempt to salvage her reputation by expressing empathy towards the brave women who came forward with allegations against John of God, it's clear that her involvement had already left an indelible mark. The damage had been done, and the sinister connection between Oprah and this criminal healer would forever be etched in the annals of scandalous history. And as if this is not bad enough already, Oprah Winfrey's Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa has always been a hotbed of controversy. In 2007, Oprah opened the Leadership Academy for Girls, inspired by Nelson Mandela and her promise to him. Little did anyone know that this venture would become a hotbed of controversy, stirring up whispers and skepticism from day one. As soon as news broke about Oprah's ambitious project, the South African government wasted no time in expressing their disdain. They criticized the exorbitant cost of the school and questioned its relevance in a country plagued by poverty. But did Oprah let that deter her? Not a chance. With an air of grandiosity and a touch of arrogance, she forged ahead, creating a glitzy institution that boasted luxurious salons and extravagant gyms. And that's when the conspiracy theories began to take flight. Whispers spread like wildfire, with many suggesting that the lavish school served as a front for something much darker: illegal human trade. The opulence and extravagance raised eyebrows and fueled suspicions that innocent young girls were being groomed for a life of exploitation. While no concrete evidence ever surfaced to support these scandalous claims, it's impossible to deny that the whispers added a layer of intrigue and suspicion to the already controversial academy. But it didn't stop there. Scandals and controversies soon plagued the institution, exposing a dark and seedy underbelly that Oprah had fought so hard to keep hidden. One shocking incident involved an employee named Virginia, whose role involved overseeing the dormitories. It was discovered that she had engaged in highly inappropriate conduct with not one, but multiple students between the ages of 13 and 15.
Whoa. Whoa. Between 13 and 15? At Oprah school?
These vulnerable young girls, handpicked by Oprah herself, fell victim to the very person entrusted with their care. It was a stain on Oprah's reputation and a disturbing reflection of the Academy's inner workings. Desperate to salvage her image and protect the brand she had built, Oprah swooped in with a team of investigators to uncover the truth, but the darkness didn't dissipate with Virginia's scandal. Less than 2 years later, another controversy erupted within the walls of Oprah's Academy. Disturbing revelations emerged, shedding light on a culture of violence and intimidation among the students. It was revealed that a 15-year-old girl had been pressuring victims into silence, coercing them not to report the physical altercations to their parents or authorities. Shockingly, 7 students were suspended for their involvement in intimidating behavior and inappropriate acts. Despite Oprah's attempts to address these issues, it seemed that the problems were deeply ingrained within the Academy's very foundation. Meanwhile, fans have not been shy about expressing their disgust for the alleged actions of these Hollywood elites. One fan commented, "She's a handler, and I'm happy to see more people are becoming aware of the toxic person she truly is." Anyway, that's it for this video, folks.
Wow, guys. That is stunning right there. That is stunning right there. I mean, is Oprah the person? Well, should I say, is Oprah a different person than what we're led to believe? Possibly. Possibly. I mean, this stuff actually happened at a school that she started. That is disturbing, man. Disturbing. There's a good reason, guys, why the elites don't want you to see Sound of Freedom. They're trying to connect it to QAnon and other stuff like that. But people are actually going to watch this movie. It actually got more screens. And it's actually hurting the revenue of Mission Impossible. It's not stopping. Keep the awareness going, guys. These people, these elites, these people in Hollywood, people you see on TV, they're not your friends. They're looking out for their own interests. Man, this is pretty stunning right here. Very, very stunning. This is definitely a stain on Oprah. Like I said, I'm not accusing her of anything, but my question is, you go all the way to South Africa and start up this school, and stuff is happening over there with little girls. And Oprah has her hands clean. Just asking, man. Just asking. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.